Hello everyone, I hope everybody's having a great day. I just wanted to come and do a video on some art journaling. My page is gessoed. I'm using a Canson mixed media 7x10. I have some paints here, apple barrel. I also have some Craft Smart. And these are the colors that I'll be using today in my art journal. I have some black and some white. I also have like recycled things that I'll use. Sorry for the glare. I have my quote that I just wrote out on paper and put some paint on, a stencil, bubble wrap, my little sponge daubers. So let's get to it. And some homemade foam stamps that I've made. Alright, as I said, I'm just going to use some trash too to add some of this decoration on. So I'll start with some colors. And I'm just going to put them in. You can use these too from Dollar Tree if you don't have these. Excuse me. And I just take it, rub it around where I want it. Because the thing with art journaling, nothing has to be perfect. It's just an expression of art. And this puts it on thin enough to where it dries pretty fast. And I really don't have to use a heat tool if I don't want to. So, oh, well, I got that there. I guess that's where it wants to go. And it mixes the colors really, really nice. I will wash these once I'm done so that they don't harden up too much on me. But this is just going to be a base layer. It's just a very first layer. I make my stamps because stamps can become very expensive, extremely expensive. At least last time I looked. Unless you get them when they're on clearance. They don't do the big coupons anymore. So that just kind of nips a lot of things in the bud. And we'll just mix this in a little bit so we can get some color shifting. Not too much, I'll pat it off. And let's see, green. Let's put some green in. I'll just use the same yellow to put some green in. Just a touch. Here, just give it a nice pop. This is kiwi. So, and I'm not sure how the lighting is, so you'll just have to tell me. You can leave me a comment. Just throw this in here. A little bit here. Put some, clean it off, put some dots. Alright, now I do have bubble wrap, but let me go off camera and dry this for just a minute. Alright, I just didn't want you to have to go through the heat gun noise. I dried it a little bit. Now, I'm going to add some white with, let me just do it this way. I'll put it on the brush. I'll kind of pull taut on the bubble wrap because I really don't want it getting too much in between. I mean, if it does, I'll just pick it up, spread it, and then I'll turn it around, put it down for a second, lift it back, put it down, wait for a second, lift back. Ooh, look at that. So we'll just turn that into, who knows. So let's add some more. I mean, nothing in art journaling is precise. It's all supposed to be fun. And that's all that is. So I don't like wasting paint. I'll just put it here and here. Now, my stencil. As you can see, it's well loved. It's many, many years old. Like, some of my poor letters are just damaged. But that's life. I'll put a little black on my tray. And oopsie. Let me just move those out of the way. And I'll take this little Dollar Tree Extreme Pouncer. Just pick up some black paint. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. And I'll go in the corner and just barely get it down. And then I'll come over here and get some there. Maybe a word or two down here. I mean, it's not going to come out perfect. I don't want perfect by any means, because then I'm not having fun, because then I make it too stressful for myself. And I just want to show you that it can be easily done. Now, excuse me, my throat's dry. I have in my happy little box heart stencil, and I think I'll put a nice neon pink one right there. So let me clean my brush a little bit. Put this here. I think I'll just swipe that off real quick. Since it's a neon, I guess I'm going to have to put a candy pink down first and then add the neon in, because neon is very translucent and it may not give me the look that I'm looking for or want. The opacity of it is not going to be what I need. So I'll just paint this on here. Grab some out of there. And you just buy these foam sheets from Dollar Tree. And that's how I make a lot of my stamps. And then I think, let's see. Just looking at my little thing over here. I will pull this up. Yep. All right, so let's just grab some more of that paint. I probably should have put white down first, but oh well. I just pretty much need the outline. And I'll just fill it in. I kind of like that you can see everything else behind it. And I'll just fill it in pretty quick. This is just a brush that came with some gelatos that I got. And I'll fill that in because I'm gonna go around it anyway with a black marker or a black pen, whatever you have. It all looks good, to be honest with you, on an art journal page. And let's see. How about let's see. Let me pull my words. And all I did was write it out and then put some let's see. I wonder if I should keep the, no, don't keep them together. Just rip them apart. Just some paper scraps. That's it. Paper scraps. I mean, I have letter stamps, but sometimes that's a pain. Trying to stamp out an entire quote if you don't have, you know, because my computer ink, even if I did print it out, it would bleed all over the place. And I don't want that. I don't want to have to deal with that. And this was just a Sharpie pen that I used to write everything out. I know I'm taking too long. I'm sorry about that. That looks good. Whoops, there it is. And tearing it will actually allow me to let it be put down a lot easier if it doesn't have like the perfect straight edge. So that's good. Wow, don't you wish you had something that would actually tear paper for you? I know, that's lazy. But, oh well. I hope the lighting is okay. And that it's not too dark. I'm just learning how to do videos. And it's all going to be a learning curve for me, I'm sure, which it was a learning curve for everyone in the beginning. So, no, I don't want that there, but because I don't want to go over the hearts, because I'm actually going to make the hearts look nicer with a pen, like they're balloons or something, which means I'm going to scribble around them. And I don't want any words over them. So where's my scissors? Sorry about the reach over. All right, let me see if I can't just distress this a little bit holding it, because the whole tearing thing is not working all that great for me. So, nope. All right, so this is some strong paper. Doesn't even want to be torn, which is crazy, but and you're here. So I'll have to put a little one here. So I'll fix that one in a second. Let's try this to see if I get a thicker part. And instead of brushing it on, I'm just going to use, just using my finger to get more paint on there. Whoops. And then maybe I'll get a better impression. Wipe that on there. Wipe it on here too. Don't waste. I need to come up here with that. And while that's on there, I'll rip around this as fast as I can without ripping my letters. And I'll just let that sit on there for a second. Let that paint grab. And push it down a little bit, pull it up. That's better. Oh well, so put one over here. I just need the outline. And I'll add some white with that one. Let me get my paintbrush. Still has pink in it. All right. And, well, maybe I can just, there we go. Spread it out a little better. I mean, if you really want to do art journaling, it doesn't take a whole lot of supplies, because supplies can be very expensive too. But like the apple barrel, you get those for 50 cents, I believe, at Walmart. I believe that's what I paid. I think I'll do yellow. No, there's oops, way to go. All right, good job. Anyway, I'll use my white. I have collected art supplies throughout the years. And I have only ever really bought art supplies when they were on clearance. Yep. Because, I don't know, maybe I'm cheap. I just don't like spending full price for stuff when I can sometimes, if I figure it out well enough, I can make it myself. These stencils, you really can or cannot. I mean, you can get like a piece of plastic and, I don't know, what is that, a wood burning tool? And cut out a stencil. Or if you have a punch, what's left over from your punch, that can be a stencil. Let me turn this on just for a second because I know it's going to blow all my stuff all over the place. I just want to get whatever crumbs on here. All right. And let me put these back up here so I don't lose them. And let's dig in the thing of black pens. I have a Sharpie, but I really want it to be thinner than that. So, I wonder if this will work. Let's see. Is this pretty dry? This is, oh, that's a marker. That's not what I'm looking for. You know what? I bet you a ballpoint pen or something like that. Jelly roll? Let's see. Is this working? Yep. And I'm just going to go around it a couple times and add some curly cues to make it look like ribbons. And then I'm going to bring it down several times, add a little curly cue, add some hashtags. I need to add more of that. And we'll go over to this one and add the same things. Now I'm not looking for precision. This one I may add, you know, a couple of hashtags, filter that out a little bit. And then we'll do the white one. Ooh, that's not exactly dry, but oh well. We'll still do it. Little marks here, a couple marks here. And that way, they look like balloons. Look at that. I got these at the Dollar Tree. These pens. Now, I hope the lighting is still good. Let me grab these. I'm just going to dry the ink for 1 second. The last thing I'll do is put my quote down, because I'm going to use like either watered down glue or something, and that's going to be another wet medium. Or should I do it now? What do you think? I know I want to emphasize some of these little circles here. There's one there. I'll add little curly cues to them. Why not? And one up here. Just from the bubble wrap. I mean, if you don't have any bubble wrap, you can go to like Dollar Tree, Dollar General, a department store, and ask for some bubble wrap. I mean, that's what I did. I sure did. All right, I want to add some black lines. So let me move this out of the way. I'll add some. I have an old Tupperware lid. That's those high quality art supplies. And I just put a little black on there. I'm going to take this old card that I cut up. Don't tell you know who that I did that with their card, but whatever. And I want to add some lines in this because I just want to break it up. That's all. Oops. That looks good. Because my saying's going to be here. What else? What do I have in the box? I have this little thing. I wonder if I can add a little bit of black. Nope. That was retarded. No, I don't want to add words either. That's all right. So, let me get my glue that I have watered down. And it's all the way in the back. I just watered down some of this. And that's what I'm going to use. I'll get another old, boy, that brush looks like it's seen better days. And I just dunk it down in there. And let me put this over here. I really don't like that straight edge. It's really bugging me. What to do without ripping the words. All right. Just get some on there. And then put it down. Add some more. Oops, we're going to cover up that little swirly gig. That's all right. That's okay. I know. I really don't know what to say. I mean, like I said, I'm sure I will get better at making videos. Oop, there it is. I was going to say, hey, something's wrong. All right. Let me just get these on so that they'll dry. Oh, look, light pink next to dark pink. Well, when I did the words, I did not know how I was going to do the background. I never really plan it out. It's going to happen how it's going to happen. And that's the fun of art journaling. You art journal your faith, you art journal your feelings. You can art journal whatever you want. I like to art journal a lot of times my faith. That's me. It's not everyone, but that's me. And that's all right. Here we go. Let me dry this really quick. All right, and it needs something else. It needs some splashes or something. Black splashes, maybe? Do that. Close up this glue. Because we have white dots. We don't have a whole lot of them, but I'll just take a very cheap fan brush and add some black paint to it. Let's see how awesome I get with these. That works. I like that. Oops. So let's just pick some of them up if they get too crazy out of control. Yeah, that looks all right. Let's see. That works. Now, I have this Sharpie water-based pen. Let's see if it's still any good. Gotta shake it up. Doesn't sound like there's a whole lot in there, but there might be. Sure is. Now I'm just gonna maybe go around some of these so they don't, you know, look like they're sticking out in no man's land, and do some of the little white dots. Let's add some here. Add some little hashtags on here, there. I don't think the glue is quite dry. That's why it's not picking up on that. But I am liking, it's working. That works for me. I'm not going to do white on white though, because that'll be crazy. And I'll date it. What did it say? January. Where'd my calendar go? What is today? It's January. January 2022. Works for me. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have an amazingly blessed day. Take care. Bye for now.